There are 330, 340 million people in America, but there's only one president. And this president says that American democracy is its greatest danger in 80 years. Who's president? He is. You know, he has the White House, he has the House, he has the Senate, and we have the greatest threat to American democracy while he's president when he was claiming to unify us and to create a sense of normalcy. So what is going on? And why is there a statistic of 78% of America thinking we're going in the wrong direction? It's him. He has replaced patriotism with identity politics. We're not having it anymore. This has nothing to do with the crime in Buffalo. This has to do how people are so frustrated. So what do you see after Buffalo or any of these major mass murders? You don't see the failed policies that led to the crime, right? The Buffalo shooter was pre-detected and imprisoned and let go. So why is that in common with all the other crimes that we mentioned? We put a lot of these people behind bars and they're out. He's just like all the other criminals, all of the other benefactors of the no cash bail. And the media and the Democrats lack the ability to handle multiple variables because they lack a mental dashboard. They're like a pilot that doesn't fly by the controls. So whenever there's a problem, they only see what's around them, right? They only see their peers in the newsroom. Those are the people that they listen to. The reason why the Five has been consistently successful in predicting almost every major issue is because we possess a mental dashboard. We are able to understand statistics, probability, law enforcement experience. So when we saw no cash bail come out, whether it was 4 or 5 years ago, we said, this thing's gonna suck. And you know why? Because of recidivism, because the probability of somebody recommitting crimes. The statistics show this, right? Law enforcement experience tells you this. But none of the progressives and none of the media actually looked at these statistics because they don't have a mental dashboard, right? They're a plane flying blind with one variable, and that variable is only what can be construed as racism. So what they do is they let criminals out because keeping them in is racist. They justify riots as a form of protest because if you don't say that, that's racist. And then what you have is a Ferguson effect, which causes a decline in arrests, an increase in smash and grab crimes, murder, gang crime. All of these things result from an inability to see the root causes, these variables. We have been talking about this for so long. We understand this. The problem is when you operate by one statistic and one belief and one belief only, and one filter, you are going to be wrong. The people should be behind bars aren't, or institutionalized, they aren't. That they justify riots as retribution, that ultimately leads to so much more crime. But the worst thing about it is Biden is incapable and incoherent to understand this. He doesn't even have a single variable. The only variable he operates now is on the identity politics, race, and that's all he can say. And that's why when people listen to him, they don't listen. They don't listen. 80% of the country says, dude, he's taken us to a cliff. And I think Tucker was pretty damn good last night when he talked about Rwanda. Where can identity politics take you? Doesn't take you any place good. So that's my
Can I just add one little thing?
Here we go.
I think whataboutism leads us nowhere. What about Chicago, 33 shot, and over the weekend, 5 killed? What about Philly, the 2 pregnant women? What about the Bronx, the 11-year-old? What about? That does not alter the fact that what happened in Buffalo was a white, racist, mass murder of mostly black people. And everything else is true that you said, Greg?
But I didn't even say that. There was no whataboutism in there. What you're doing is you're redefining what I said, Geraldo. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. What I'm talking about is context. If you don't like context, that's your issue.
Well, if you don't like to talk about white racism, then the rest of it isn't.
What did I say? No.
No.
I'm talking about how a crime could have been prevented and how all of these could have prevented. That's the string in all these. I never disowned the fact that the guy is racist.
Right, and I think that